What's going on, everybody? It's Dominic with PowerSlap News here in Vegas. Joining me on fight days, Duane, the Iron Giant. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. Thanks for having me.
Bro, thanks for taking time out of your fight day to come talk to me. You made weight yesterday. How you feeling?
Oh, pretty good. I made the marker for heavyweight, the exact pound I'm supposed to. I was like, that feels great.
Was it rough for you at all? I know some people leading up to this were like struggling in the sauna right up before. No problems for you?
Oh no, it was a very easy cut. It came off super easy. I just wanted to make sure that it was smooth. But for big guys, sauna is kind of hard to breathe in. So that part was rough, but other than that, it was smooth.
Besides that, all good.
Smooth.
Feeling good today.
Yeah.
It's fight day, man. It's number 2 for you, right?
Yep.
So I know other people are kind of really excited for the big stage, the big lights. You've done this before. Is this just another day at the office for you?
It is another day in the office, but also I do have to myself, I feel like I have something to prove because I'm fresh off a big loss. Which that bothers me, so I don't want to do that again, So I feel like I have to do something spectacular for me. No one else thinks it, but I'm like, I got to do it.
So for you, it's a bit of a personal battle in this one, right?
Absolutely.
For yourself.
Absolutely.
So everyone's telling me, bro, this is a mental game. What are you doing mentally to prepare for this? Sorry, are you praying? Are you meditating, yoga? What do you do?
So I used to struggle for fight week. Fight week used to be super depressive.
Really?
But yeah, especially MMA and boxing. But lately I've been so good during fight week. My mind's always been great. So I just been enjoying it, not thinking too much. People are like, "Oh, I can't look at my opponent. I can't do this." I'm not thinking about all that. If he wants to go eat, we'll go eat. Let's go over here, grab a drink. That way, I'm not stressing myself out over the littlest things.
So you kind of figured this out from your MMA experience leading up to fight week. You've kind of adapted your mental game for this week, and now you're just more leaning into the moment.
Yeah, laid back, and then in the moment when you're finally across the table, that's when you're supposed to switch. So, all right, let's fight.
So, let me know tomorrow. How's the fight gonna go?
So the fight's gonna go. He won the coin toss, so he's gonna hit me, and then I believe that I eat it and I one shot. I think it's a one shot. I hope it's a one shot, but we'll go. But I'm pretty sure that I win in anyway. Decision or knockout.
Everyone's looking for that bonus. One thing that's different this time around that I'm hearing, and you tell me if this is a real rumor or not, is that the referees are looking for the sound. Is that something the referees may be looking for? If a decision match goes, they're gonna weigh the sound of the slap.
So the judges would be. They're not gonna worry about the sound. However, when it comes to judging for fights like an MMA and here at Slap2, crowd is a factor when you judge.
Okay.
If you hear a crowd reaction bigger than you thought when you're watching, you think, "Oh, did I see something different?" And I write, okay, so the sound of the crowd might help a fight out.
Yeah. So you're saying the influence there is on the reaction, not so much on the impact noise. Yeah. Everyone's kind of missing the mark, maybe.
Yeah. If I'm a judge and I hear a crowd react very well to someone, I might be looking more at that, but okay.
I get it. That's interesting, right? Because that big crowd, maybe you sit there going, "Oh, did I miss something?
Yeah,
did they see something that they?" I want to ask you this: walkout. Anything you planned? Any extra razzle dazzle when you turn that corner? Cameras in your face. You have a big flag. You doing something like that?
I wish I did. But no, I love staying calm in a walkout because that time is for me to get ready. It's for my time before I fight. I don't want any adrenaline, getting hyped up, anything like that. I want to just be perfectly on my game. So I like to have some music that just keeps me like that.
Yeah.
But this time I'm walking out to a song, the Jambea by Bad Bunny. It's just basically a shout out to my roots. I'm Puerto Rican. My mom's Puerto Rican. So just a shout out to Puerto Rico.
Okay. Representing your roots on stage. You got a lot of people back home rooting for you. And if anybody bets, does that affect you? Do you want to know if anybody's betting on you, betting against you? Does that kind of are you don't tell me?
Oh no! Tell me if you're betting me that. So as the competitor in me, I grew up on sports, man. Like, everyone, especially when you play basketball, like, oh, you can't win. You're not gonna do this. So like, okay, bet. I was like, you think I'm gonna lose? Let's go. Like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. So yeah, if you're saying that like, hey, I'm betting on you, okay, cool, I got you. If you're betting against me, haha, you lost your money. You know. So I love that. It's just competitive.
So you want to know?
Yeah, if you tell me, it just helps me out. You know, it's like the worst thing you could ever do against me is like trash talk. Because like, especially like back when I used to have the mental problems in the fight week, where I'll be in my own head. I'll be like, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough.
Yeah.
And the worst thing you could have done was like, you know what, you suck. I'm gonna beat you. Oh, you pulled me out.
Turns it on, flips that switch.
You pulled me out, man. You said what? Okay, cool, yeah.
So it's interesting, man. So it's like if you're in your own head and you're beating yourself down, you kind of spiral. But God forbid someone else try to take that from you. It's a reverse.
You helped me out. You messed up. It's like you watch the NBA. The fans sometimes they'll say the wrong thing to LeBron James. It's like, oh, you suck. You're not that good, man. Your family's disappointed in you, and he's like has 10 points. He's not doing well that day, and he's like, hold that thought. You know, it's the same thing.
Turns it on.
It's the worst thing you do for like a really competitive athlete is just give them a reason to be focused. You know, so.
Well, you heard that, guys. If you got your betting slips, post them. He wants to see them. He wants to see you guys lose that money. It's that motivation he needs. I want to ask you this. Coming into PowerSlap2, we're seeing a little bit more of an expanse in talent. We're maybe seeing some different nations, Russia, Poland, South Africa. Does that excite you? You want to fight a Russian?
Yeah, of course it excites me, especially like you talk about like Russia and Poland, where this kind of started. And so like, yeah, they're not really as skilled because of the rule set here is way different from them. They can do a lot more. They could club, they could turn their feet.
Yeah.
So they're not as skilled, but the fact that they're experienced, they've done it before, and they're like these big Russian dudes, you know, that stuff is exciting.
It's fun.
But the fact, like, to be in this league for PowerSlap and to be able to go different places, if they're like, hey, you got to fight in Dubai, hey, you got to go here, that stuff excites me.
That's where you want to go. You want to travel for this.
Yeah, I'll go anywhere they tell me. I'll fight anyone they want me to. They want me to go to super heavyweight, I'll fight a super heavyweight. They want me to stay heavy, I'll stay heavy.
Fight a super heavyweight.
Yeah, I naturally walk around 280, so that's the easiest way.
Have you seen the catchers for the super heavyweights?
Yeah, so they got the world's strongest men competitors, and I'm a fan of the world's strongest man. And I used to do a strongman for competitions and stuff like that. And I met Evan Singleton. The dude's awesome.
Yeah,
he's pretty laid back. He's a good dude. He's huge, but
he's huge. I saw him in the lobby. I didn't meet him, but I met Trey. Trey was cool. Gave me a picture.
Trey's awesome too.
Yep.
I haven't met him yet, but yeah, like I said, Evan's pretty laid back. Every chance I get now, I want to mention that he could deadlift 1,000 pounds.
He beat that 1,000-pound club.
Yeah, just deadlift 1,000 pounds. His coach hates when we say that, so I just wanted to say that.
So you just want to put it on camera.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that again.
That's awesome, man. Those are really cool, guys. I think that's really exciting. This like Clash of Worlds. How exciting is it for you as a fan? Maybe in the future we see some World's Strongest Men PowerSlap.
If they came over to the sport, it would be crazy. They're too strong.
Better than the discus?
If we taught them, yeah, it's just discus would naturally be able to do it. If I taught the strongman how to do it, they'd be pretty good. But strength alone, like them without any training, would still hurt people.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part. Like, we could take anyone from any sport. If they don't know how to do it, it's not going to bother me.
Just the raw force they have is going to be a problem.
Yeah, 1,000-pound deadlift is a big deal. So, like, literally, if he just hit me, like, even no form, it'd be like, ow.
And picking up those stones, that's some good hand conditioning. There'll be some leather mitts.
Yeah, a strongman. Funny thing is, like, combat sports and strongman, they're very similar when it comes to pain. Most sports, you don't have pain to do your thing. If I do kickboxing, I have to do shin conditioning, or my leg's gonna hurt every time I kick.
Yeah.
For strongman, you are literally making sure when you deadlift, you pull the bar on your shins. You're scraping your arm on the stones. Like you're causing pain every time you do a lift. You know, so those are so similar. So that translates well too. So it's like
could be problems if they come in.
Yeah, once you teach them, it's scary.
Could we see you maybe coaching some of these guys? Is that a role you'd love to fill?
Yeah, I would love if PowerSlap was like, hey, we would like start a camp and bring in these new people and have you coach all these new people and see what they do. I would love to do that. I think I'm the most knowledgeable when it comes to this sport. So, like, I would love to give it back.
Well, that's super awesome, man. I don't want to take away too much of your time. It is fight day. I know you got stuff to do, mouthpiece to figure out, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for talking to me. Before I let you go, though, where can the people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at IronGiant_MMA or at TikTok and Twitter at IronGiant_slap. I have merch, but you could get that on the bio and my Instagram. Yeah. Thank you.
I'll make sure I link everything down below. It's fight day. If you're not following, make sure you're following. Fight will be on Rumble tonight. Make sure you're watching. Thank you so much for your time, brother. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.